Wait, what? Hello everyone. Welcome to the Era of Sarah podcast, previously known as the Wish You Were Weird podcast, because it's my era and you're just living in it, girl. I will be talking about everything that I love. Pop culture, love, hate, Dula Peep, the life and times of Wendy Williams, chronically online chronic illness, and much, much more. I'm joined today by an amazing impressionist, comic, and singer-songwriter, Sarah Coffey.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. So, what era are you in, Sarah?
Oh, that's an amazing question I should have prepared for. Unfortunately, this is gonna sound awful. I'm in my faith era.
Oh, like Jesus Christ?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, the Lord.
The Lord and Savior.
Personally, I'm more Jewy.
Yeah.
And I think Jesus was a great guy, probably.
Yeah.
He seemed to have done some cool
He was Jewish.
And he was Jewish.
Are you full Jew? Are you?
So my mom is Jewish.
Okay,
so
the one that counts.
The one that counts.
Yeah.
The Jews know I'm Jew. And my mom, and I did a 23andMe, and I'm 51% Ashkenazi.
Oh, so you got fucked up stomach.
Yes.
And guilt.
So you're with me this morning.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Yeah, lots of guilt. I'm trying to get rid of that, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
Through faith.
My faith is more of a faith in the future.
Okay. Manifestation. Astrology. Co-star.
Writing down. Yes, exactly.
TikTok astrologers.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm really sick of the TikTok astrologers telling me, okay, you're an Aquarius too. Mm-hmm. They keep saying Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius, everyone's like life is gonna be amazing this year, and I'm like, they keep saying that. I'm like, when,
You're
girl?
waiting.
Yeah, I'm like,
waiting.
when?
Okay, well, I feel like my life. Okay, it's not.
You're like, my life's amazing,
like,
right?
Weirdly, usually I'm depressed.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna acknowledge that this year I've been, especially right now, I've been very fortunate and happy.
Oh, do you want to expound on that?
You know, I'm in love with a wonderful person, and I feel like my career is going in the right direction, and I'm being creative in the best ways I can be creative.
This sounds like a Barbara Walters interview.
Yeah, it's getting very serious. I bring that energy,
That's
too.
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're skinny and arguably the tallest person that I've ever met.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, do you identify as a female twink?
Thank you so much for asking that, because people ask me every day, and
like where you're Bushwick?
you know I used to live in Bushwick.
Is that where they ask?
Yeah, in Bushwick they're always asking. The thing is, I do. As soon as you said the word, I'm realizing that absolutely I do. And you know why I do? Because one of my best friends came up to my boyfriend, who I can't stop talking about. I have a boyfriend, I have a boyfriend. And said he was a masked twink. And we have
I don't think that exists.
You gotta meet my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But we have the exact same body type.
Okay.
And we sort of look the same in a lot of ways. Like siblings or dating vibes.
Okay.
And so if he's a masked twink, then I'm a femme twink for sure. And I absolutely...
So you're going by that statement
I definitely am. I'm not turning back now.
The streets of Hell's Kitchen have nothing on you, girl.
I can't wait to walk back to the train.
The flaming saddles.
Mm-hmm.
You're big on the TikTok-y. I feel like you definitely like popped off during pandemic times.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's when I first saw you. Like I remember your like Dula Peep videos, your impressions. So when did you start making videos?
Oh, like videos for TikTok? Or videos in general? Yeah. It was, I was in a post-breakup world, and I vowed to become TikTok famous.
Of course.
I manifested it in a way. I decided to get back at him for breaking my heart.
Oh.
I have to get TikTok famous, and I don't care how.
Wait, that actually brings me to another question I have, because I stalked your TikTok to prepare for this video. That was my homework. And I'll say that's why I was stalking. It's an excuse. But so I saw you said you went through a COVID breakup.
Yes.
What does a COVID breakup mean?
A COVID breakup means it's like a regular breakup, but in complete isolation.
Okay.
So you don't get to, cry into your friend's arms in the same way. You don't get to go out and have sexual relations with other people in the same way. If you do, then you have to sort of stick to that person for at least 6 weeks. And you can't make that sort of thing. So I was sort of celibate and really invested in myself.
So I thought a COVID breakup would mean you got COVID and he was like,
fuck you, bitch.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to get that shit. Like, I'm out.
He actually just didn't like me as a person.
Oh.
So
yeah, it wasn't the COVID.
It wasn't.
Have you gotten COVID yet?
I did. I had Omicron.
Oh, okay.
Did you have a current one?
No. I had the original girl, like original Gossip Girl. I had literally March 13th. Sorry, I'm like veering off. But
amazing.
I was working at the Museum of Sex. Like, it used to be like a lot of cool girlies worked there, like FIT students and shit. And so I was working there.
The coolest.
That's like my epitome of cool.
Yeah,
I went to Fordham. Went to Fordham University. Like, we ain't got no style.
No, not at all.
We got survival.
Yeah, the boys are wearing the khakis they bought in 8th grade.
Exactly. Or L Train Vintage.
Yes.
I was working there. I was like, I'm gonna get this shit here. Like, it's a tourist trap. So I was like, I gotta go back to Florida because that's obviously the safest place to go. That's where I'm from. And my dad picks me up from the airport and he says, oh, I haven't been feeling good all day. I had my head on the desk. I can't pick it up. I'm like, then there we were.
Went right from your dad's mouth into yours.
Yeah, exactly. Because I love that sentence. That was amazing.
Straight from the dad's mouth.
to God's ears.
Yeah, straight from the dad's mouth to God's ears. Into your immune system.
There you go.
Okay. You were an original. You probably spread it, honestly.
I was patient zero, I think, maybe. Okay, so you had this COVID breakup, and then you started making videos. Yeah. I feel like, didn't you start popping off with, like, Sims videos?
Yeah, so, the first video I had that went viral actually was, I remember posting it and thinking, I am so embarrassed about this. And then I went downstairs and I'm like, I for a half hour, I was like, I'm just gonna leave it. And then I'm like, I gotta delete that video. I gotta go back upstairs and delete it. And it was a video of me and my sister doing a dance. And
wait, that was one that actually kind of went viral?
It was
like random. I was looking at your TikTok. It was
exactly. It wasn't part of my comedy thing.
It was just like Charli D'Amelio.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. The Charli D'Amelio video. Yeah. We wanted money. We're the new millennial.
Yeah.
And it went super viral. And you have to that's where over I think 100,000 of my followers came from.
Wow, just from that. That's insane.
That. So I'm not as popular on TikTok as you think. It's just a bunch of Gen Z sort of spamming my account trying to make me famous.
Well, that's all you need. But actually, that brings me to another question. According to your early TikTok videos, you seem to be a big fan of Charli and Dixie D'Amelio. Do you have anything to address to them?
Charli, Dixie, girlies, my girlies, keep on going, keep on fighting the big fight, and don't give up because people might say stuff. Keep trying to be fashionable. I love that you guys are doing that.
Okay, no, it's so funny. One of them was in my search, and my friend saw that on my Instagram. He was like, why was Charli D'Amelio? I'm like, fuck off.
Why not?
I'm supporting, rich, young
independent
women.
Artists. Yes, rich young women. Exactly.
I saw, though, in your early TikTok videos, you did, a niche impression of the show Mrs. America. Mrs. America with Cate Blanchett.
Yes, I love you.
I love that. Actually, that's it's Cate Blanchett as Phyllis Schlafly. Can you do it?
Schlafly.
Wait, that was really good.
I am Phyllis Schlafly, and I don't like women. Women are terrible. That's my Phyllis Schlafly.
Amazing.
Cate Blanchett is Phyllis Schlafly.
You should do more Cate Blanchett videos.
You're so right. I haven't been TikToking as much as I should, but I'm gonna get back to it. You're sort of inspiring.
Yeah, I mean that's I'm fucking on the toilet all day, fucking looking at it shit. I hate how chronically online and TikTok I am.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Although society is okay. I was in the club the other night. And
tell me more.
And I hated this so much. The DJ put on a mix to Girl Dinner And I was like, I need to fucking... It was LeBain. I was like, I'm gonna jump off this fucking roof. Like, I'm gonna go into the tetanus pool at LeBain.
Smash this window open to the tetanus pool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The COVID that was spread in that pool.
Was fucking... It's more like... That's where Omicron was born, I think. Was the LeBain swimming pool.
Yeah. Most diseases sort of...
Started
there.
The girl dinner mix was like... Girl dinner, girl, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Everyone in the club too was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, what fucking 18-year-olds?
Only at LeBain.
Yeah, what 18-year-old took control of the DJ booth?
Yeah.
So you went to an Ivy League institution.
I did. Thank
Cornell.
you so much. Yes.
So what's the smartest thing you've ever said?
I've said a lot of things, probably too many.
Yeah.
Honestly, the smartest thing I've ever said was ax squared plus bx plus c equals dx squared plus ex plus f. Then a equals d, b equals e, and c equals f.
So you were a theater major.
Yes.
Okay. So how was Cornell? She's fun, right?
She's chic. I unfortunately had a really good time. But then again, I was a theater major.
There you go.
As you know.
I love, comics because comics will be like, bah, 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 and then you'll, go to their website and just be studied at Harvard University.
Head of the National Lampoon.
Yeah.
They're always on the National Lampoon. Fuck the Lampoon. I'm gonna be the first to say it. Fuck the
What
Lampoon.
is a lampoon, actually? What is it? It's
a fucking street lamp you stick up your ass when you're bored.
And you do a popper and it feels good then.
And then it feels good. And that's why we support poppers.
What's your favorite TikTok video that you've had?
That I've had?
That you're this is a mark of my TikTok work. Oh, I loved your celebrity impressions auditioning for Wicked. All this. Yes. I love that one.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
That was a fun era of mine. I did celebrities auditioning for musicals for a little bit, but it wasn't creatively fulfilling enough for me. Yeah. I like some weird stuff. And here's the thing, I'm gonna say one that you probably didn't even watch because it didn't get a lot of
I might have. I watched a shit ton of your. I watched
and that's what I love about you.
Yeah, that's why I watched your dicking around videos.
Okay, good. She knows this didn't do well, but she kept it up, and for a reason. Yeah. I did this video, and I remember because a couple of my friends were like, "That's my favorite video of yours." I did a video a year and a half ago of Miley Cyrus traveling back in time into the body of a woman in the 50s who's driving a car. And by doing so, she messes up women's driving.
Amazing.
Forever. And that's a landmark for me because it was so stupid and yet a favorite among few. Yeah, and yet so brilliant.
Niche.
Yeah. Niche.
Well, it's Miley Cyrus is Kate Blanchett in Carol.
Yes, in Carol.
You should
do
that.
Oh, yes.
If you just say in Carol,
then
then I feel like it might pop. You
that
just brand it as that.
Yes, I love that.
But you also you were in a sketch group, right?
I was. This thing called Staple View.
Yeah, what was that? I saw
was
Dylan
great,
Adler in that.
Yes.
I use him on every show. He's just funny
and
nice.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's so funny and so nice and he has his little head in the clouds and doesn't hear a thing, and he'll pretend that he heard everything that you said, and it's my favorite characteristic of his.
Okay.
Is that he won't know what you're talking about, and he'll pretend to know what you're talking about, and that's a sign of a true friend.
There you go. Honestly, I'm the opposite. I look like I'm staring into space, but I heard everything.
Everything. You hear too much.
Yeah, I hear too much.
I get that. Staple View was I did it with this guy, Sam Gray, produced it, and he's great, and he used to work for Broadway Video, and he did some stuff and some movies and stuff, and he was just I'm gonna gather my favorite TikTok people and we're gonna do a sketch show. So he did, and it was just super fun. It was the best time, and I made lifelong friends.
Was that like a comedy TikTok house?
It basically was.
Did you all live together?
We didn't live together, though.
Oh, okay. What was the TikTok houses called with the...
It's the Hype House.
That was it like...
I wish. We were like... Sam was specifically like, this is not a Hype House. And we're like, please, we want to do a Hype House. It would be funny. But...
To be honest, though, if you put a bunch of comedians in a house, everyone would just be, like, shoveling Lexapro and, like, fucking, like, depressed in a corner, like, dissecting Paul Thomas
Anderson films.
Yeah.
You would... No, that is the thing about comedians is you go home and you cry every day. And that's what I did, but, like, I was still fulfilled, you know? Because I'm going to cry either way.
Yeah.
So, might as well be making TikToks with my buddies about
there you go. That's so much fun. So,
super fun.
You're in an amazing relationship. You love... You have a boyfriend.
Have I said it enough times?
You have a boyfriend. Wait, do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
So what's before this, what was like the weirdest date you've been on in the city?
Oh my god. Well, here's the thing. I'm not much of a dater, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Because...
Who wants that?
Who wants that? I don't want to meet... I get nervous
I don't want to
meeting
meet anyone.
people I already know. I don't want to meet someone new.
Yeah.
I've probably been on, like, other than dates with people I was already, like I met in person.
I'm saying, like, random, like, Tinder, whatever.
I've been on 3, like, app dates in my whole life. And, the one that I'm going to bring up is, a long time ago. It was this very attractive, like, Norwegian-looking man. And not only looking, he was from...
Norwegia.
I don't know about Norwegia. He was from one of those 3 or 4 or 5 things up there.
Yeah, Scandinavian.
Maybe Sweden. One of them.
He's one of the Skarsgård brothers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He might as well be.
Yeah.
But honestly, no, they're hotter because of who they are. You know? You know when someone's hot because of who they are?
Yeah.
He had a cool vibe. He had tattoos. He was tall.
Okay.
Gorgina. I think we still follow each other.
What app was this?
Literally Tinder.
Ugh.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It was the only Tinder date I ever went on.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I met him in person. He was very attractive, but it was Super Bowl Sunday. We met up on a Super Bowl Sunday.
That's like a thing for straight men. Like, that's like a big deal for them, you know?
Yes, but not straight men from Scandinavia.
Yeah.
They don't care about it as much as I don't care about it.
Yeah.
But we went to a bar in Williamsburg on Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
And there weren't enough seats.
Oh, no.
So I had to sit on, like, the arm of his chair. And we didn't talk the whole time.
Okay.
We watched the Super Bowl, and then it was like...
He can't contribute. He's not American. He
not
doesn't know what's going on.
And, you know, we said a few words back and forth. But the energy, the attraction energy wasn't there, and we just left at the end of that. We just watched the Super Bowl together and left.
You know what someone told me about? This girl the other day was, like, swearing by this dating app called Field.
I've heard of Field.
Okay, she was like, it's amazing.
Play the Field. Tell me why.
I'm very much, like, I want to be, like, wifed up. And I downloaded it, and it's, like, fucking Omegle dating to me. Like... Like, it's not kosher. It's not
Could
kosher.
be anyone that comes up.
It's, like, weird guys, and it's, like, into kinks, and I don't know. It's, like, just not kosher. But, like, it's, like, Omegle. Like, it's, like, they might as well, like, be, like, hairy men with their dicks out. Like, it's
God. Like, a dick could pop up at any moment.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
on Field?
Yeah. No, it's not, though, but it, like... spiritually.
Yes, like in theory.
Like, that's what it feels like, a hairy dick.
Yes. Okay. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry I don't have to deal with it. You know?
Honestly, I made it and then I deleted it after 1 second.
Yeah. Have you been on any of the other apps?
Yeah.
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them? Have you been on
I'm trying to get on Raya, but it's
Raya. I'll give you a referral. I deleted mine, obviously.
I have like 5. I got 5 referrals. These bitches won't
okay you.
Oh, shit.
Well, let me tell you, it's just a bunch of people saying they're creative directors, but they're not.
They're DJs.
They're DJs.
Yeah.
And they... Not good ones.
Right. To be honest, I'm making it so that I can... I have had a crush on actor, writer, Jason Segel.
Is Jason Segel on Raya right now?
I assume that
I feel
every
like he's
celebrity...
married. He's gotta be
He's
married.
not married. He's actually not.
Is he divorced?
I don't know.
Does he have a
They're probably
child?
fucking... I don't know.
You can take care of the kid.
I'm a babysitter.
I could see you with Jason.
I've been, like... I'll babysit him. And that's kind of why I want Raya.
Well, here's the thing about Raya too, is you have a limit on the number of swipes you get.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna have to work day in, day out.
To find Jason.
To find Jason. Like, every day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna swipe as much as you can, you're gonna set an alarm for the evening to swipe again, and set an alarm for the next day.
Well, and I go to LA sometimes, and
Yeah.
I've heard he goes to some specific outdoor movie place.
Okay.
Like, they
which
show...
one? Okay, yeah.
Wait, I don't know.
I'm like, which one?
Should I
There's one
dox him? Like...
You know his address? You know his phone number?
Maybe I do.
I'll dox anyone. Anyone you want. Yes.
Have you met any other influencers? And if so, who's a cunt and who's cunt? I think he missed this gesture. I said, who's a cunt and who's cunt?
Cunt.
Yeah.
No. I didn't see it with my eyes, but I
But you
heard
felt
it with the way you
in your
said
essence.
it. Yes. You know who's cunt? And I haven't met them in person, but they comment on a lot of my videos.
Okay.
Natasha Bedingfield. Feel the rain on your skin.
Impression coming in hot.
Well, I can't do an impression
do it
of
again.
her.
Do it again.
Feel the rain on your skin.
Amazing.
That's not my impression of her, though. But she's great.
I feel like I could see you being Natasha. Like, that could be a trajectory. It's like
Thank
Natasha
you so
Bedingfield.
much. And she's, not to be weird, I'm actually, like, not gay at all.
You'd fuck.
She's hot.
What does she look? I don't even know what she looks like.
She has like an ass. Like, she has a beautiful butt. And people comment about it all the time, and then she'll make videos about how hot she is. And I'm like, yeah, you're hot. And you're nice. And you comment on my videos.
Well, she's Canadian. She's Canadian, right?
Australian.
Wait, why did I
Do you
think she was-
confuse Australia and Canada?
Sometimes, you know. No, here's why I think she's Canadian, because Degrassi,
Yes.
they play... Don't they play that song?
I don't watch Degrassi.
I fucking watched
New York. I'm from Westchester.
I'm fucking from Florida. I watched fucking Degrassi.
Okay.
Like, shit, fuck, man.
I don't know, in Westchester, you're like OC.
Okay.
You know, that
Me
was pretty
too.
much the limit for us.
In Scarsdale, we watched The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz was a big one for us.
It came on once a year, and that was our television.
Over and over and over.
So, okay.
She's cunt, but let me talk about who's cunt. Because I have met, there are some TikTok people, you meet them in real life, and you're like, why are you the most awkward person? Like, I know,
Yeah.
but, like...
She said, someone I...
Freaked me out.
Wait, what'd you say? Yeah.
Freaked me out.
Okay.
Because that's not how a human acts.
I want to know, like, what did she do?
What did she do?
Yeah.
What did she or he or they, them, or Z do? What did they didn't, that's the thing, they didn't do anything. I just can't, like, the person that they play is the person that they are.
Yeah.
And the person that they play feels like so
detached.
manufactured.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's not a bad thing. It just freaks me out. I'm
Right.
like, you are the internet that created you.
Oh my god.
And that scares me. So they're not a bad person.
Yeah.
They're just freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like that.
I love kind of like a girly who's mean. Like, I love that.
Okay, so,
I want them to bully me.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
Like, I love when there's theatricality to
that.
it.
Then, and honestly, I'm not against her. I just, I can't connect it. And I like that you like bullying. Because should I be meaner?
Yeah. Honestly, you could so pull off, like...
Thank you.
You could pull off cunt.
Fuck you.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't like you. I think the questions are stupid.
I
don't want to do that. I want to be so nice to everyone. Like, you know who I like on the internet, but they do this character, and I'm like, how do they do that? Like, we're like mutuals on TikTok. Bobby, that girl Bobby. I just think it's wild that she can straight up just like do this character all the time. Like, it's very millennial of me, maybe, that like it's harder for me to do that. Maybe I think it's easier for me to do that with like men who I think are, like, attracted to me or something. Like...
Keep up the character.
Yeah, like, I can act any sort of way. I can make them feel uncomfortable, but I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable because you're a woman that is struggling in the comedy world, like me. We're just...
I'm struggling in life, to be honest. Fuck the comedy world. Like, shit.
Fuck comedy. Fuck the world.
When did you meet your boyfriend?
I met him almost exactly a year ago.
Oh.
1 year, but we're going to get married.
Oh.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
It's fine. You can tell everyone. We're getting married, actually. So...
Wait, you're actually getting
married? We're
married?
actually getting married.
Oh my god,
congratulations. Thank you so much. Like, when you meet the one, you... Like, when you know,
Are you engaged? Or just, like, you're, like...
We're not getting engaged because we just talk about it too much. We talk about getting married too much. Like, if we did a thing, like, I wouldn't be surprised or excited even.
Okay.
Because... What's more romantic to me is, like, running off and, like, getting hitched. Like, an old... 50... Like, you have your 50s vibe.
Yeah.
An old Hollywood moment. Like, so many classic people just, like, went to Las Vegas and got married. So, so we met each other a year ago on October 1st. He came to, like, a movie premiere. He knew the producers, and I was in the movie. And the second I saw him, I said, "You look like a hot school shooter." And come over to my apartment. And I had some friends over and him, and... fell in love with him immediately. We told each other we loved each other, like, that night. And I said it sort of as a joke, but I just did. I loved him. He was such a weird freak, and I loved it. And
I love freaks.
And I love freaks. A normie is the worst. A normie's gonna break your heart.
Yeah.
Because you think that they're the right vibe for you, because I don't know when you were younger. Whenever I would make a character on The Sims that I would marry, it would always be someone named David.
Oh my god, that's my dad's name.
It could have, and did he have brown hair?
Yeah.
Okay, might have been imagining your dad this whole time. Which, you know, is a vibe. And
I love how The Sims is, like, kind of canon for you.
The
Sims is your Roman Empire.
Hey, The Sims is my Roman Empire. You're so right. Like, I think about it. I do think about it every day. And, you know, we can go back to the TikToks. Like, when I made that TikTok, like, it was so random. And I just loved The Sims. And I was just like, this is a funny idea. I'm just going to do it. And it really was one of my most viral moments. But anyway, I met him, and, like, a month later I came back. We, like, hung out I was in LA for, like, 2 weeks, and we hung out for, like, 2 weeks straight. And, like, just, like, fell in love with him because he was just, like, so open, and there's something, like, sort of childlike about him, but also we have the same sense of humor. And he also grew up Mormon, which I always love a guy who grows up Mormon.
I've actually met a few people like that who've, like, grown up, like, I had a friend who was, like, diet Amish, and then he went to college and fucking, like, did acid.
Yes.
And, like,
they're always the best
who Green
people.
Day was, you know.
Green Day is a big life changer for the Amish.
Yeah.
They're half Amish. Well, it's always so interesting because it's like they grow up. One of the things was that while we met, Fantasy by Mariah Carey was playing, and he didn't know the song. And I was like, when were you born? Like, what's your deal? He was born in, like, 1997, and I was like, that's not it. You have to know Fantasy. Everybody knows Fantasy. Yeah. But in Mormon culture, there's the songs that you know, and there's the songs that aren't allowed to be played ever.
Yeah.
And I think Fantasy fell into the category of songs never played.
Right.
And so he didn't grow up with that as a part of his young music canon. Yeah. And when I found out that he grew up in a Mormon church, that's when it all clicked for me. I'm like, that's why you didn't know Fantasy.
Okay.
So, like, a month after we met, we went to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And we were like, let's get hitched. And we, like, got an Airbnb, like, right outside of Las Vegas in this town called Good Springs. And
Are you about to say you're married currently?
Well, we got the marriage license. Okay. We made the appointment. We paid the $100. And we get to the venue, and I got cold feet. Because I was like, I don't know. I just got scared because I, like, really loved him. And I was like, what if this is real? Like, what if we're not just doing, like, a silly little thing? And now it's been a year, and I'm like, no, yeah. You're my person forever.
Oh.
And I've never felt that way about anybody.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I've thought, like, I wish this person were my person forever. And then it, like, doesn't work out. And I'm like, please. But no. Now, like, I know what it feels like to be with someone that, like, actually loves you.
Oh, my God. It's like a movie moment.
I know. Right? I feel like I'm in a movie.
So, do you have any projects out right now you want anyone to know about? That was a fucking cut transition. All right, so
all business now.
Yeah. So you have a boyfriend. That's
the most important quality about me. A boyfriend. If you want to fuck me, you can't. But you probably don't. That's okay.
Everyone does.
I don't know.
Everyone wants to fuck everyone.
You think so?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, if everyone
wants
to get down and slap
I feel like that's a you thing, and you're sort of projecting.
You know what? Listen, you just now put me in a corner, and I feel insecure on my own podcast.
Yeah, well, you told me you wanted me to be meaner because I was being like a nice theater
Honestly,
girl.
thank you for that. Thank you for that.
You're not welcome.
I'm a masochist.
You're a masochist. You just want to hurt yourself.
Okay, so yeah, any projects?
I'm doing a solo show at the end of November at Union Hall. I think it's the 27th, November 27th. Double check. Follow me on Instagram, Coffey X. Casually just throwing that in there because I have enough TikTok followers. I don't have enough Instagram followers. Because I don't really post my TikToks I never posted my TikToks on Instagram.
You should do reels.
You know what I realized is there's a cap to how much TikTok can give you. There's a cap to how much Instagram can give you.
That's true.
Ultimately, the industry is the industry, and they don't really care. But I think then at a certain point, it's like, can you write?
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of TikTok people can't do. Or don't do well enough, or haven't realized that that's what people care about in the end of the day. People that are connected and can get you whatever, your movie deal or your show deal or whatever you want. If you can't like actually write for like a comedy show or like a TV show or whatever, like,
or you can be Jojo Siwa and just
sort of clown it out.
She should be on SNL.
She would kill SNL.
She would bring, to me she has a very Chris Farley energy.
She's like a young Chris Farley. I never thought about that. Jojo Siwa was a young Chris Farley.
Van Down by the River.
That Veronica Fawn is one. Did you watch like Adam Sandler movies?
Yeah, I didn't watch the one the dumb ones. Like
I watched only the dumb ones.
Oh, I've seen
this one's good though.
Wait, which one?
He goes back to school. He's like the son of a rich guy, and he goes back to school, kindergarten.
IMDb.
I'm pissed off. Don't tell anyone because you have to understand. I know all the words to this movie.
Okay.
And the fact that I'm not remembering the name of it is there's a song in it. And I know the whole song.
What is it?
Sing it?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. Yes, I will go back to school and achieve victory. No man can say what my father has built unless that man is me. And then the teacher goes, my Billy, sweet Billy boy, I knew you would come back. Can you actually not put this in?
Yeah.
No one can stop you if you try. Don't I have a nice rack? And then he goes,
I kind of love that though. I want that in. That's pretty.
You can think about it. Just thing is, like, I have like trauma from doing like other people's things where like, and then I look at the video and everyone's like, this girl's so fucking annoying. And I'm like, shit, like
we're comedians. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna keep quiet?
I feel like I have to like become more chill or something to make people not say that I'm annoying.
Give a fuck.
Billy Madison. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, it's so funny. I don't think I've seen Billy Madison.
It's so fucking good.
That's a classic.
That's a classic. Yeah. Well, Chris Farley's in it, and he goes, he's the bus driver, and he goes, and he's talking about the teacher that Billy Madison's dating, that he's also in the class of. That Veronica Fawn is one hot piece of ace. And it's really funny, and it's just a classic moment in childhood. But anyway, back to being annoying, because I am. That's part of the thing about being annoying is you jump around and you talk too fast, and I'm just thinking about it all the time.
No. You can't let the 12-year-olds online get you down.
They're like, this girl's so fucking annoying. Like,
honestly,
what am I supposed to do?
And it's like someone from Wyoming who fucking eats Jeffree Star yak meat and
You're
like,
so right.
You know what I mean? You can't.
Jeffree Star brand, like it's pink and
I would
orange.
kind of honestly if I had access. I'm gonna bring it out
Let's
now.
Go to Wyoming. Like, what are we doing here?
I know, in New York City, the worst city in the world.
The worst city in the world. That's notoriously known as.
That's the worst city in the world.
But I'm gonna stop being annoying on this podcast. Like,
no, you are not
my
annoying.
goal on your podcast is to not like if you get a single comment that says I'm annoying, I need you to tell me.
Okay.
I need you to text me. I need you to say you're still annoying. You didn't fix the problem. Not to get off track from your questions, but I recently quit weed.
Okay.
Because it had a lot of negative side effects for me. Yeah, I was thinking like, obviously mentally it's like cloudy, and then also physically, I got taller, and that was very upsetting for me.
You should include that in your. That's a really funny.
I know. Well, I came up with that joke with my friend yesterday, and I just wanted to see if it worked.
It did. It landed.
Okay, good. But physically, literally, it was hurting my voice. So that's part of the reason why I quit.
Amazing. Yeah.
But I sounded just like Miley.
I'm just like, honestly, but we want rasp. Although, you have a boyfriend, so you don't have to worry about rasp appeal.
Exactly. I'm not worrying about it. He already finds me attractive no matter what my voice sounds like.
There you go.
As I chug the Malibu.
Malibu. We're drinking Malibu.
And
Sprite zeros, actually.
Sprite 0 calories in this.
The skinny girl margarita has nothing.
Has nothing on us.
How do you feel about Bethany Frankel?
Have
you done a Bethany Frankel? You should do that.
I've been thinking about it because I can definitely do like a New York accent vibe, and she's very like intense and like
the food reviews.
Oh my god, it's interesting because like before the new persona, I'm always pro every housewife. Like I just am.
Of course.
But you know what turned me was her podcast episode with Rachel.
Rachel. No! I brought Raquel into the...
No, I'll call Rachel whatever she wants to be called, because honestly, like, I do think that girl got sucked into a world that she was not ready for.
Right.
I'm not trust me, I'm Team Ariana all the way, right. But like...
Has anyone ever been like, I'm not Team Ariana?
I mean, Bethany Frankel. And that's sort of what...
Well, she literally didn't watch Vanderpump Rules.
She didn't watch it, so she didn't know the context, and then... She was another person who led Rachel down the wrong path.
Right.
Just like everyone on the show, just like Tom Sandoval.
Right.
Rachel could have come back with really fully understanding the situation, and instead she like reiterated points that were not
to her benefit.
Yeah,
right.
And Bethany pushed her down that way of being like victimizing herself, where it's like, in a way, she is a victim in some ways, but the real victim is the person who was betrayed, obviously. In that situation, just acknowledge it and just acknowledge it and stop, like...
being,
defending yourself in that way. Stop Bambiing. And it's like... And now she's just making everything she does intense. Like, every time a video of hers comes up, I do watch for 5 seconds. Bethany.
Raquel's not even making videos. She's out the building.
If I were Raquel...
She's going Dr. Phil, to be honest.
I would milk this for what it's worth. Like,
make money.
Get something out of it. Go back on the show.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
She's not going to be on the
unless
next
it's
season.
Really hurting your mental health.
Right.
She's not on the next season.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like if it's hurting your mental health that much, don't do Bethany. Just, like, go home for a year to 2 years. You know, like, really take a step back.
Well, then she's going to be irrelevant. Like,
which is what maybe she needs.
Yeah. Well, she needs to relevancy. Bank on the, the Scandival.
That's the thing. The Scandival of it all. Like, fucking Scandival went on that show where he's climbing up rocks and falling off cliffs with JoJo Siwa.
Wait, what?
There's a show where, like, people go to the army. It's like Tara Reid. I haven't watched it.
Republicans?
For sure.
It's like Republican.
We're not allowed to watch it, actually, as...
voting
Democrat.
Agenda.
The woke left.
Yeah. I like joke and say I'm a communist, but I am like kind of like
I'm sort of just like whatever Grimes is thinking is sort of what I'm thinking. I don't think for myself.
I can see you having a Grimes trajectory. You would name your child that math equation
X
you just
12.
did earlier.
Oh, yes. AX squared plus BX plus C.
That was it, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to do the whole thing. It's long, but
class.
If you're taking the SAT, just remember that rule and like you don't need to understand it. We could do the proof. But
PEMDAS.
That's
the only thing I retained from.
It's not going to be enough if you're taking a test. It's not going to be enough. You know that I'm actually a math tutor in my.
Are you serious?
In my day job time.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I don't have that many students anymore, but like. Well, not because I'm bad at it. I've been doing like commercials and stuff, and I'm sort of scraping by.
Wait, what commercial? Where can we see it?
Signed an NDA, and I can't talk about it.
Oh my god!
I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding.
It's like what Lisa Rinna did. It's like adult diapers.
Yes, exactly.
For millennials. If you just don't feel like walking.
I'm the dependence girl.
Imagine though, it's like millennial adult diapers. It's like. Girl, if you don't want to walk to the bathroom, just pee.
Yeah, me and the voiceover. Have you ever wanted to shit in your pants? Wait no longer. Like, literally.
Amazing. That sounded...
Well, I do a lot of voiceover stuff.
That was like Siri shit.
Can you do that again? Yeah. Have you ever wanted to shit in your... Wait, let me breathe. Have you ever wanted to shit in your pants, but just couldn't do it in your real pants? Try Depends. Depends are for adults who just don't want to run to the bathroom. Shit in your pants sometimes with Depends.
Yay.
That's my Depends commercial.
Amazing.
I've done some commercial stuff, which paid for like a couple years of my life, and then I sort of like didn't save any of it, and now I'm sort of like grasping at straws to get another commercial.
Okay, what's your favorite era of time?
Okay. It's hard because,
The Roman Empire.
Besides the Roman Empire, which is everyone's favorite, of course. Yeah. Wow, it's fun to like be able to go back. I've been listening on Audible to this book called Sapiens.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
I don't read books.
I don't either. That's why I'm on Audible. Well, I do actually. I'm actually reading a book right now.
Okay.
I'm smart.
You went to Cornell.
I went to Cornell, and as a requirement when you leave, you have to like read books on the subway just to prove that you did well on the SAT. And Sapiens is just about the whole history of humans.
Oh.
It feels like a podcast. You should, if you're interested.
I don't even listen to podcasts.
Don't. You have a podcast, and you don't even listen to podcasts.
You know what? I watch Gossip Girl and Curb Your Enthusiasm sort of in rotation, and that's basically my media intake.
So you're not getting any news?
No.
Like, you don't know about...
People magazine, sometimes, occasionally.
Eras. Okay, so Sapiens is the history of all humankind, and so it goes back to like hunting and gathering and whatnot.
I thought you were about to be like the Reputation era.
It goes back to the Reputation era, Taylor Swift. Okay, well, I did my friend's like TikTok page, and I did like a Taylor Swift thing, and it went really viral because I'm a Swiftie, but I'm not like, I didn't go to like the Eras tour. Like, I love some of her albums. Some of her albums are breakup albums for me. I think she's an incredible writer. I get why she's cringe to some people, but I personally like some of her music sometimes. And that's when people were calling me annoying. And so I am really scared.
Wait, because of Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I think so. It was just
honestly, she's just oh my god, I'm gonna fucking Taylor Swift.
You're gonna get canceled. No, but here's the thing.
I feel like she's sort of like the Catholic Church, and that she's sort of like,
there's deep shit going on there.
Like, she sort of owns the American capitalist institution. So like, if you say anything,
she's the RuPaul of white women.
Exactly. So like, I feel like I cannot utter anything but positivity about this woman.
She could ruin your life. And I agree. And the thing is, just like RuPaul, like I love RuPaul. I love Taylor Swift. Like, here's my truth. I think Evermore and Folklore are sick. I love them. 1989 was a great breakup album for me in college. Loved it. I think she does cool lyric stuff sometimes. She needs to take a break from dating the guys. Get off the football field. Read a book about Buddhism. Like, I need her to try joining a cult. Like, I want her to do something else that isn't...
Well, there's, like, theories that she's, was a part of a satanic cult because she looks
Thank God. Thank God she's doing something.
Because she sort of... I saw a TikTok. I'm literally, half my references are TikTok. I'm a chronically online person.
It's news.
And I saw, like, she looks a lot like some satanic cult leader from, like... who was on, like, Geraldo or something back in the 80s, like...
Oh, and she's, like, living
and she
forever.
Looks exactly like her, and, like, she did one of her music videos looks like a witch.
I would love Taylor Swift if she pulled a Doja Cat and, like, did something based on this cult leader and, like, went full, like, I am the Illuminati. Like, that should be her next album. Yeah. Or she should do a full country album, like, pure country.
But country.
Country. All songs about being an LGBTQ ally.
Yeah.
Like, love her for pure... No pop. I want it pure country. I want her back to her roots. Like, I want, like, Casey Musgraves for Taylor Swift. Like,
I think she's tried to...
I know she's trying. I know. Her voice isn't as, like, pure as Casey Musgraves. You know Casey... Do you like Casey Musgraves?
Like, literally... Can I tell you? I don't know a single Casey Musgraves song.
But you support her. I
support women.
Because she's a woman and she's for the gays. Yeah. And that's, like... Everyone supports Casey Musgraves for that.
I like a song if it sounds like it would be the opening to my rom-com.
Okay.
You know, like...
Yes. I'll tell you which songs of hers to listen to.
Okay. Like, she's canceled now. Lizzo, I love.
You love Lizzo?
I love fucking
Target music. Sorry.
Yes, Target.
No.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
I love Guts. I love American Bitch. Is that the song?
I actually haven't listened to a single song from this album, but I support Olivia Rodrigo because, like, people are always against her, so, like, therefore I support her.
Who's against Olivia Rodrigo?
I feel like Taylor Swift, actually.
Oh, that's true.
Isn't she? Isn't there a song
Yes.
like about Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
I don't care what the songs sound like on Olivia Rodrigo's album. I care that she's so young,
getting taken
working
care
so
of.
hard. I want her to do well. And if capitalists are angry at her, does Taylor Swift is angry at her? Love Taylor? I love Taylor. I love everyone. I'm a theater girl. I want everyone to like me at the end of the day.
I personally love Idina Menzel's new album.
Oh, wow. I've seen some of the... She's Scooter Braun. She fired Scooter Braun.
Wait, she
fired
what did
Scooter.
he do?
What did he do?
What happened?
Get off of TikTok and get onto Wikipedia or something. He fucked up big time. First of all, he's just like a... Have you seen his Instagram?
No.
He's just a regular frat bro who sucks. Sorry. Look at his
No.
Instagram. Like, he looks like a douchebag already, so...
I only knew him from, like, my Justin Bieber fan days, and, like, I remember that name, and then he just came back up.
Well, Justin Bieber fired him, too.
No, I know.
Everyone fired him. There's a reckoning.
There's a reckoning.
There is a reckoning.
And
Idina Menzel was on top, was at the start of it all.
He bought Taylor Swift.
He bought Taylor Swift. He owns the masters to all of her music that he was working on with her. So up to Reputation. Okay, she has the writing credits, so she can re-record the songs, which is why she's doing all these Taylor's versions.
Right.
So she gets to own the masters to those.
Oh.
And he screwed her over with her earlier stuff. So
Whoa.
So it's sort of like a fuck you to him. He never, like,
Wasn't
gave
the
a shit that he did
FBI,
that.
like, investigating him? That's what I heard. I thought.
Well, that's the thing. Why did everyone fire him this summer?
I think there's some other shit that
There's
might come-
something gonna come out.
Wait, what was your favorite era of time?
Like, if I could go back to an era, honestly, like, it'd be sick to be in the Egyptian era when Egypt was, like, killing it. I feel like they had sick jewelry.
Weren't
and
our, like, ancestors slaves?
Yes, my ancestors were slaves then. But in my fantasy, well, I don't want to
If
go
they
back to any
weren't.
time when there were slaves.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be a part of that narrative.
That's hard, though. It's been a lot of
It's almost impossible. Because in a way, we are slaves to the capitalist society. To Taylor Swift of it all.
Yeah.
We're her little workers.
Egyptian era.
I'm taking it back because
You
you
can
were
say-
right. The Jews were...
Okay, let's say in, like, a
I was in Egypt's land when my people go.
And I love Trisha Paytas's cover of...
Oh, I've never heard it.
Not that song. The Steve Martin, Buried with a Donkey.
Oh!
He's my favorite honky.
I've never heard it.
Oh, are you serious?
Never heard it. Oh, I've heard of Steve Martin. I haven't heard.
You haven't seen that was like the most viral video.
But
on
I'm
the
not like the thing is I'm not like the deepest internet girly.
You know what? That's so funny. Everyone I meet who's kind of slays online doesn't use it. Like
I was never like there was one person on YouTube that I watched in middle school. His name was
James Charles. Hi, sisters.
Hi, sisters. No, it wasn't James. It was Kev Jumba. He was like this cute Asian boy in Texas who played soccer.
Oh.
I just like had a crush on him, and he was like funny. I would just like watch his videos.
I was like a Jeffree Star. Like I was into him even in his like scene girl era. I was a scene kid.
You're deep internet.
I'm deep. Like I like Jenna Marbles a little bit.
Okay, Jenna was a vibe though. I'm gonna switch my era though. I'm gonna switch my era to the 70s. I would be in the 70s. I would be rock and roll. I would be Janis Joplin. My hair would be crazy and I'd be singing and I'd be yelling.
The height of the Vietnam
War. So is that what you do? When the era it's chosen, you choose the worst human atrocities that happened in the era.
Are they atrocities or are
the
they...
Vietnam War? I took a class in college at Cornell.
At Cornell.
On the Vietnam War.
I went to Fordham, so...
Did they teach about the Vietnam War?
I don't even know what that is, actually.
It was really bad. You hear about the gas?
Happen.
The yellow gas we used?
Yeah, I think I did. Napalm?
You think? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know that.
You know some things.
I know. Isn't that a quote from
Escalation. You hear about escalation? You know what all the presidents did in Escalation? LBJ.
Wait, didn't Leonardo DiCaprio play LBJ in a movie?
I don't know. What movie? What movie?
Fucking LBJ, the fucking movie.
I don't think there is a movie
You know
like
what?
that. And I don't feel like Leo would do a good job in that role.
You know what? He does whatever he wants. He puts on a costume and he fucking
transforms.
He transforms. I'm looking this up. DiCaprio, LBJ, LGBTQ.
LGBTQ movie. He would never do that.
Wait, he did play a gay.
What, in like the Harvey Milk movie?
I feel like it was LBJ. Like, it was that movie. No, he wasn't in Milk.
I thought you said he played LBJ.
Isn't LBJ
Was LBJ gay?
Was LBJ?
I feel like he wasn't into the... Yeah, was LBJ LGBTQ? I don't know. I know that he
J. Edgar. That's what I'm thinking of.
J. Edgar? What?
J. Edgar Hoover. He's another president.
Oh, J. Edgar Hoover?
Yeah, but that's the name of the movie. J. Edgar.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna feel bad saying this.
He was gay in that movie.
And maybe probably in real life then. Because movies are real life to me.
That's true. Last but not least, what's your favorite era of television and or pop culture?
Oh my god, there are too many though. Well, I mean, obviously, like, you have The Simple Life up here. I mean, that's not my favorite era because people were treated too poorly during that era in a public sort of way.
Well, the paparazzi.
The paparazzi, they were vicious. Early 2000s reality television. They didn't know what the consequences of reality television yet.
Yeah.
They were like, and
unhinged.
Producers didn't know about like any morality at all.
Right.
And so people were unhinged. People, if they were playing a character, they would play a character. They were like, I'm the evil one. I'm the nice one.
Tiffany Pollard.
Tiffany Pollard.
Oh wait, we were
Flavor
talking
of
about
Love.
Flavor Flav. You met Flavor Flav.
I met Flavor Flav at the Roxy.
Yeah. The Roxy Hotel.
The Roxy Hotel. In the middle of the night.
Why was he there?
He was just playing the piano. My friend worked there. While he was closing, it was just me, Flava, and the girls and guys that Flava was with. And he was really entertaining everybody. He's a talented musician. He was playing the piano really well. It was really awesome. But really, like, early 2000s, not in terms of the way people were treated, but in terms of the content that got out of it. Like, Next, Room Raiders. Do you know these shows?
Oh my god, of course.
You know these shows?
Yeah.
Date My Mom.
Oh my god.
We were freaks back then.
I know.
We were scanning people's rooms for cum
oh my god,
television. Yeah. Everybody knew who had cum on their bed. Like, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I would sit there after school and just watch. In, like, 5th grade.
My Sweet 16.
Amazing.
And
I think that led to the creation of Vanderpump Rules, which I love the early seasons of Vanderpump Rules. I've always been a fan. I'm not someone who just hopped on the bandwagon because of the affair.
I watched it from the beginning and then I dropped off the last season because it was boring. Mm-hmm. And then I came back on. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. You know, my 25th birthday, my theme was Vanderpump Rules and everyone had to come as a character from Vanderpump Rules.
Really? That's amazing.
Because Stassi was like, it's my 25th birthday. And she would get so upset. And I was like, I want to do that for my 25th birthday. I want to get really upset at everyone. And so we would just start drama at the party.
Honestly, know what I love? There's actually that moment from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when you see the transition from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to Vanderpump Rules when they bring in Sheena. Sheena changed
with her dark eyeliner.
Yes.
Sheena
good
was
as gold. Sheena
good as gold.
Transformed television.
She really did.
Moving on to our game portion of this podcast, we're going to be playing a game. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Yeah, of course.
So, Marry, Fuck, Kill. Dua Lipa being Canadian instead. The Gina Davis Institute of Technology. And Olivia Rodrigo if none of her boyfriends were gay.
Okay.
You haven't heard Guts, so that has no context.
I know, I understand I see the TikToks. So.
Okay.
Marrying Gina Davis Institute of Technology.
She kind of had that. Did you see the Oscars this year? She was like, they brought her out and they're like, the Gina Davis Institute of Technology.
I'm literally applying there tonight.
Get your master's.
I'm getting my GPA from fucking high school. Getting in.
Okay,
so just a tall
drink of water.
Gina Davis marrying. I'm gonna kill Dua Lipa if she was with me.
You can't. It's too close to home for you.
We only need one of us on the North American sort of.
Is that who you would pick to play you in a movie? Is Dua Lipa?
No, I would pick me to play Dua Lipa in a movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Dua Lipa.
You're like Patti LuPone. She's like, I should play all the roles.
I'm just like Patti. Here's the thing. What would the Dua Lipa movie be like? Like, so my father's rich and now I'm gonna be a pop star and people are gonna love me. That's like it.
Her playing you. That would be a
challenge for her. I didn't see the Barbie movie yet, but
she does nothing. You haven't seen Barbie?
I know.
I
saw Oppenheimer. You know, I'm anti-woman.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
I'm like a film bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretentious.
Oh my. See,
but people love Barbie.
I think Barbie's actually way more highbrow than
Oppenheimer. Have you seen Oppenheimer?
Yes.
Yeah, it was fine. Sorry, it was fine. The acting was great, but like, you know.
Literally fucking... Also, I hated all the women in the movie. They were all like... They were literally like, I'm gonna cry when I fuck you, but...
Exactly.
Tell me
My tits are always out!
Yeah. Honestly, Florence Pugh's tits in that movie, like, had an impact on me.
And me too. Because it was... Whenever there is necessary tits and there's unnecessary tits. And they always affect me.
Yeah.
Have you seen Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah.
Like...
I don't like,
it's the movie with... it's Tom Cruise and... Yeah.
No, I know it, but I'm like, when... I mean, there's tits in it, but I'm like, what specific...
It's just like, but weirdly the tits are necessary in that movie.
Okay.
Because it's a movie about sex.
Yeah.
And Florence Pugh sitting in a chair with her tits out, totally unnecessary. The scene that I liked was when they were in that room and the wife was imagining Florence Pugh fucking her husband Oppenheimer. That felt like a cool scene to me. Florence Pugh sitting in a chair with her tits out, we don't need to know that.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting in a chair with my tits out after I have sex.
So you said you're fucking then Olivia Rodrigo. Wait, you're marrying that?
No, I married Gina.
Gina
Davis, Instant Technology. Killing Dua if she was Canadian. Fucking Olivia Rodrigo. Well, I don't want to... she's too young. I wouldn't fuck her, but I'm fucking the idea of her not having gay boyfriends.
There you go. Okay, this one is special for you. This next one. Mm-hmm. Killing your sim by fire.
My sim.
Sim.
Oh.
Sim.
That's like my sim.
Your sims.
Okay, my sim.
Yeah.
Killing
your sim by fire.
Got it.
Killing your sim by removing a staircase from the pool.
Oh,
or killing your sim by removing the door from their home.
Okay. I'm going to marry removing the ladder from the pool. That is a big one for me.
That one hit home.
That one hit home. I'm gonna fuck boxing him in the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kill fire. Fire's obvious to me.
Yeah.
And it happens by accident too often.
Sometimes.
You know?
The kitchen. It was always the kitchen. That was the accident.
It's always the kitchen. Everyone's always getting set on fire. And it's like, this is not happening in my life so often.
And it was like the blender.
Yes.
You know that blender?
It was the blender, of course. The blender. Or the the
microwave
would always catch on fire. But boxing them in, these are purposeful things. And I want to fuck something purposeful.
There you go.
And removing a ladder from the pool. In real life, you jump out of the pool. Just get out of the pool. In The Sims, it's just Sim specific. So that's why we're getting married.
They can't.
Because there's no one like it.
Right. So were you a motherlode girl?
Of course.
You were a
motherlode. Rosebud.
You didn't like bareback The Sims.
Occasionally I do a bareback moment. Yeah. But that wasn't what was fun to me.
Yeah.
Really the fun part was decorating a house.
Of course. Last one.
Mm-hmm.
Marry, fuck, kill. A Real Housewives strike, a the writer's strike, which might actually be happening. Danny DeVito if he were tall.
Ooh.
And Elizabeth Holmes if she blinked.
This is a tough one. I'm gonna marry Danny DeVito if he were tall. I'm gonna marry Danny DeVito if he's short. I marry people for who they are on the inside. Right. And that man is a treasure.
He's an American treasure. He needs to be protected at all costs.
All costs.
I once saw him alone at the bar of A Doll's House Part 2 on Broadway.
The bar where wine costs $73.
Yeah. He probably
can afford
paid
it.
that. Yeah.
He can afford it. Matilda.
Yeah.
That Matilda bankroll. He's low-key a good actor.
He's
marrying, staying together for life, no divorce.
Rhea Perlman.
Yeah, Rhea Perlman.
American treasure. In the Barbie movie. You need to see it.
I gotta see it. No, people are talking about it. I'm not gonna shit talk.
Are you about to shit talk Greta?
Love Greta.
President Greta Gerwig.
I love President Greta Gerwig, but every leader needs to be criticized a little bit. I like her movies a lot, and I cry during them and after them, and I love them. But she does this thing in all of her movies where in the middle of the movie, the character loses the fact that it's a character, and they give a speech about what the movie is about. And everyone else finds it inspiring, but I like movies where they show, don't tell. And then she'll have a speech in the middle of the movie where it's like, women are fat, but they're also skinny, and women are stupid and they're dumb, and women can't do anything. And it's like, I know, because I watched the movie. You don't tell me with the character getting out of character all of a sudden.
Wait, that's funny as fuck.
Well, it's the truth. Every single one.
I can think of an example.
Little Women.
Clear. Women have minds and souls.
I know, in Barbie I've heard...
America Ferrera. And then there was another example.
Frances Ha, maybe? I haven't seen Frances Ha in so long.
I
was young and it was black and white, so I didn't fully understand
Lena Dunham was having a moment then.
Exactly.
It was like that era of
Lena Dunham. Loves giving us, and I'm curious if it's her choice or if the studios that she's working with are like, we gotta really nail it in, Greta. We gotta nail in what the movie's about.
We have to tell people what feminism is.
Exactly, and that, like, the thing is, like, she does a good job, and then I feel like it just takes me out of the movie when it's like, you're teaching me about feminism right now?
Yeah.
We live a life.
We live
a life.
We learn, yeah.
So, that's my thing, but it appeals to many audiences, so I feel like that's good. Not pretentious me.
Yeah.
But I like the other stuff that she does outside of the speeches.
Barbie's just so funny, like... It's just like jokes.
Yeah.
Like, and it's amazing. It's like girly pop. Like,
I do like girly pop joke.
I can see Ryan Gosling like getting an Academy Award for that film. Like,
I hear amazing things.
Like, literally, you should watch it. It's just like funny and it's like smart. Like, I don't see the average plebeian understanding like half the jokes.
Yeah.
So like it's good for the smart girlies.
Okay.
Like watch it.
I'll have to watch it.
So did you
No, now I have to kill. Okay, so it's I married Danny. What were the other ones?
Real Housewives Strike.
Okay, and then what was the other one?
Elizabeth Holmes If She Blinked.
Okay. We're killing Elizabeth Holmes if she blinked. The Real Housewives deserve a shot at me.
They need more money.
They need a fuck. So I'll fuck the Real Housewives. They are they're sacrificing their well-being for our entertainment.
That's
and
true.
So I feel like they can do whatever they want.
That's true.
Yeah.
You should go on the lines with Lisa Rinna and Bethany Frankel.
I don't know if I really represent the thing that but I'll support them for sure.
Imagine there's just like a bunch of like rich women like striking like
they're already so well off. They don't need more money.
There's
like those women don't need more money, but like they deserve to be treated fine.
Yeah, they'll have glam teams there for this strike.
Yeah. It'll be a good look for them.
So this is our challenge of the day.
Okay.
So you are great at impressions. So I have taken some famous movie scenes and I want you to do your impressions as these characters. Since I'm pretty good at just Jennifer Coolidge, I'll be playing Jennifer Coolidge as the other roles in all of the scenes, but you'll be doing different celebrity impressions.
Okay, I'm very excited.
Okay, so this first one is Titanic, and you'll be doing Julia Fox as Jack.
Easy.
I'll be doing Jennifer Coolidge as Rose. I love you, Jack.
No. Don't say your goodbyes, Rose. Don't give up. Don't do it.
Brr, I'm so cold.
You're going to get out of this. Like, you're going to go on and you're going to make babies and watch them grow.
I can't feel my body.
Rose, you will survive, okay? No matter how hopeless, promise me now.
I promise. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
Oh,
that's the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
That is the worst thing I've ever done too. I loved it though at the same time.
Amazing.
I could have been more versatile with my Julia. I only did like a certain type of Julia, but she also does other stuff. She's like,
no, you gave everything.
I gave what I could give.
You
did too. You were great.
I mean, to be honest, that's like fucking me waking up in the morning.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
we're all Julia Fox in the morning.
No, I'm.
Oh, you're
Jennifer
Coolidge
in the morning. Yeah, I'm like, like fucking.
You are.
Like, it started out as a bit, and now it's kind of become who I am.
Which I think. It's just like the other internet people, they become. But it's better to become Jennifer Coolidge than to become some.
I am a MILF.
Piece of shit.
A MILF is me.
Yes.
I support MILFs taking over the world.
You're on the path to MILF.
This one is gonna be Elizabeth Holmes as Elle Woods, in Legally Blonde, and Jennifer Coolidge, though she is in this cinematic universe, in this case she'll be playing Warner. Now we present Legally Blonde. The reason I wanted to come here tonight was to discuss our future.
I am fully amenable to that discussion.
I mean, God, we're having a lot of fun now, but things are gonna be different when I'm at Harvard Law School. I need to be serious.
Of course you do, yes.
But the thing is, if I'm gonna be a senator by the time I'm 30, I can't be dicking around.
I completely agree.
That's why I think it's time for us to break up.
What?
You're
breaking up with me. I thought you were proposing.
Proposing? Ow. If I'm gonna be a politician, I need to marry a Jackie, not a Marilyn.
You're breaking up with me because I am too blonde.
That's not entirely,
Then what? My boobs are too big.
Al, no. Your boobs are fine, God.
They're alright. I don't know. I feel like they're pretty average.
Amazing. Honestly, I feel like that fit.
That fits. She would go through that.
That Elizabeth
She's
Holmes
been through that.
She's in prison now with Jen Shaw.
I know, I heard they're besties. That is so crazy.
Amazing. I slip into that voice too, Jennifer
And that's
Coolidge.
okay.
Do you ever slip into a character?
Yeah, like if I'm doing it too much, like when I was doing, like, because my Julia Foxing on TikTok was popping for a little bit,
Yeah.
and I started talking like her all the time. It was really bad.
Started talking like
I started talking like her all the time, and it was crazy.
It's funny because she's like pretty much just a woman, but you somehow specifically like sound like her.
Because I think like I know her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think like whatever she does is like someone I grew up with, or something. Like it feels like someone I grew up with. So it's
in
like
Scarsdale, there's a Julia Fox there. so-
exactly like the New York. Like she's from New York,
Jewish.
Scarsdale, Jewish,
wait,
Jewish
she's
Italian.
yeah.
Jews and Italians, they mingle. We mingle in the
it's the
Bronx.
same.
We
Yeah,
mingle
yeah.
in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah.
And so like, and then we moved to Scarsdale. And so I just know her. I don't know why.
What's her sign? Do you know her sign?
I feel like I know her sign. I feel like she's talked about her sign before. Aquarius. I knew she was an
Oh,
Aquarius.
there you go.
We're the same sign. Yeah, I knew she was an Aquarius.
That's why you feel like you're...
That's why I can access her energy so easily.
There you go. Any last words to the camera?
Please don't find me annoying. I'm really sorry if I did anything annoying, because I know that I
Don't
think I'm great and I'm
apologize.
stupid. So,
See, if you watched Barbie, you would know you shouldn't apologize for being who you are.
well, if you watched Oppenheimer, you would know that we
How
need
to
to
build a
apologize to the Japanese for what we did to them. So maybe,
You know what? I did watch Oppenheimer, actually.
and you hated it.
I wanted it to end I was looking at my phone the whole time. I was
Yeah.
like, shit.
You didn't want to face the reality of what
We did.
We did.
Vice did that for me. I loved Vice.
Oh, Vice was
Vice
good.
made me think, and I was entertained.
And because they were characters.
They were
Vice.
characters.
They were clowning around in that movie.
They were clowns. They were clowns.
Thank you for listening to the Era of Sarah podcast. You can listen to this episode on all podcast platforms and subscribe so you can know when new episodes drop. Follow Sarah on Instagram and TikTok at Sarah R. Lazarus for more content. And also because, let's face it, she needs the validation. Stay annoying, girlies.